Welcome back to a universe of mystery. On today's episode, we'll delve into the tragic story of Jody and Gerald Duren, a couple who attempted to hike the Pacific Crest Trail, or PCT for short, in the winter of 1983. Their decision to take on the treacherous winter conditions led to a fateful event that ultimately cost them their lives. Jody and Gerald Duren were a young, adventurous couple who shared a love for the outdoors. In 1983, they decided to take on the ambitious challenge of hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, a 2,650-mile-long trail that stretches from the United States-Mexico border in California to the United States-Canadian border in Washington. The trail generally takes around 5 months to complete, and many hikers choose to hike it during the warmer months. However, Jody and Gerald made the fateful decision to attempt the trail during the winter. Jody and Gerald set off on their winter adventure. Beginning at the northern end of the trail in Washington, they planned to travel south towards Wrightwood, California, where they would stock up on supplies before continuing their journey. As they made their way down the trail, they encountered freezing temperatures, snowstorms, and treacherous terrain. Despite these challenges, the couple pressed on, determined to complete their quest. As Jody and Gerald neared Wrightwood, they made a critical error. They mistakenly descended into the wrong canyon, leading them into much steeper terrain than they anticipated or prepared for. As they continued downward, the already dangerous conditions grew worse, with icy slopes making the descent even more treacherous. As the couple tried to navigate the icy slopes, tragedy struck. They slipped on the ice, losing their footing and falling close to 100 feet down a steep incline. The fall proved to be fatal for both Jody and Gerald, and their dream of conquering the Pacific Crest Trail during the winter came to a tragic end. On December 3, 1983, search and rescue teams located the body of Jody and Gerald. The efforts to find them had been difficult, as the winter conditions made the search area even more dangerous for the rescuers. The terrain, combined with the weather, had created an environment where accidents were all too common. The tragic loss of Jody and Gerald serves as a somber reminder of the risks associated with taking on extreme outdoor adventures. Their story highlights the importance of proper planning, knowledge of the terrain, and respect for the environment, especially when faced with harsh winter conditions. In the wake of Jody and Gerald's tragic deaths, the hiking community has learned several lessons. One is the importance of knowing one's limits and being aware of the dangers associated with undertaking a challenging hike like the Pacific Crest Trail in the wintertime. Additionally, proper preparation and planning are crucial, as the couple's decision to descend into the wrong canyon ultimately led to their demise. Another lesson from Jody and Gerald's story is the importance of having the right safety gear and training for the conditions encountered on a hike. In this case, the couple would have benefited from equipment such as crampons, ice axes, and ropes, which could have helped them navigate the icy slopes more safely. Furthermore, training and mountaineering skills could have potentially saved their lives. Jody and Gerald's tragic end serves as a reminder of the immense power of nature and the need to respect it. While the allure of conquering a challenging hike like the Pacific Crest Trail in winter can be tempting, it is essential to remember that nature can be unforgiving, especially during harsh conditions. The story reinforces the importance of making well-informed decisions when embarking on any outdoor adventure, taking into account the potential risks and preparing accordingly. Although their story ended in tragedy, Jody and Gerald's ambitious attempt to hike the Pacific Crest Trail in winter has left a lasting impact on the hiking community. Their story has inspired others to push their limits, while also serving as a cautionary tale about the importance of proper preparation, respecting nature, and making informed decisions. Since Jody and Gerald's ill-fated journey, the Pacific Crest Trail has continued to grow in popularity, attracting hikers from all over the world. While most still choose to hike the trail during the warmer months, their story has not deterred a select few from attempting the trail during the winter. Those who do, however, are now more likely to be better prepared, thanks in part to the lessons learned from Jody and Gerald's tragic end. Now, we'll dive into the unsolved mystery of Chris Sherpa Fowler, an experienced hiker who vanished while attempting to complete the Pacific Crest Trail in 2016. Join us as we unravel the details of his disappearance, the ongoing search efforts, and the relentless determination of his stepmother to bring him home. Chris Fowler, a 34-year-old outdoorsman from Ohio, embarked on an adventure of a lifetime in 2016. He set out to hike the PCT, a 2,650-mile trail that stretches from Mexico to Canada, traversing diverse landscapes from desert to mountain ranges. Chris began his journey well prepared, training with a friend in Colorado and planning for packages to be sent to multiple checkpoints along the trail. He started the hike with his friend, but they agreed to separate if their pace changed. Along the way, Chris earned the trail name Sherpa and regularly checked in with his family and friends. On October 12, 2016, with less than 400 miles left to complete the PCT, Chris disappeared. He was last seen at a Cracker Barrel in White Press, Washington, where he stopped for coffee before heading back to the trail. His phone was shut off about an hour later, and he was never seen again. When Chris's parents realized they hadn't heard from him in 3 weeks, they contacted authorities, friends, and fellow hikers. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office began an extensive search, eventually concluding that Chris had likely been caught in a powerful storm unprepared and succumbed to the elements or hypothermia. Despite the official conclusion, many theories have circulated about Chris's fate. Some believe he intentionally disappeared, while others suggest he fell victim to an animal attack or foul play. However, no solid evidence has been found to support any of these theories. Sally Fowler, Chris's stepmother, had dedicated herself to finding her son. She had retraced his steps, organized search efforts, and used social media to share his story. Through her dedication, she became a vital member of the hiking community, advocating for safety measures and helping families of other missing hikers. In collaboration with the family of another missing PCT hiker, David O'Sullivan, Sally co-founded the Fowler O'Sullivan Foundation. The foundation helps families of missing hikers navigate the search process, connects them to resources, and supports initiatives to prevent future missing hiker cases. Despite years of searching, Chris Fowler remains missing. His stepmother and the hiking community continue to hold on to the hope that he may still be found. If you have any information about Chris's case, please contact the Yakima County Sheriff's Office at 509-574-2535. Now we'll explore the mysterious disappearance of Christopher Sylvia, an experienced hiker who vanished while hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. We'll be taking a close look at the details surrounding his disappearance, discussing the search efforts that took place, and pondering the possibilities of what could have happened to him. Chris Sylvia was a 28-year-old hiker who was last seen on February 16, 2015, wearing brown hiking boots, a dark-colored jacket, and green pants. He had set out on the Pacific Crest Trail from Anza, California on February 12, 2015. On February 16th, he called his friend and roommate, Min Kim, to schedule a supply pickup near Warner Springs at the Buddhist Temple in northern San Diego County on Chickawa Valley Road. Chris never arrived at the agreed-upon location, and his friend did not report him missing until February 24th, when he was expected to reach his final destination. On February 24th, hikers found a sleeping bag, sleeping pad, and backpack that appeared to belong to Chris, as well as his ID, approximately 13 miles off Highway 79, north of Warner Springs. The San Diego Sheriff's Office called off the search for Chris on March 3, 2015, due to weather conditions. He had been missing for 2 weeks at that time. It's important to note that this is not the type of terrain that could easily hide a body. There are mountain lions in the area, but they are shy animals that generally avoid human contact. This case is quite puzzling. Chris wouldn't have gone far from his gear, and given the extensive search efforts, it's highly unlikely that he fell over or became incapacitated without being found. There's no evidence of crime against hikers being an issue in this part of the Pacific Crest Trail, and the distance from the border makes it improbable that he might have run across drug smugglers. One theory, as posted on an online forum, Find Chris Sylvia Missing Hiker Group, suggests that Chris might have gotten off the trail near Tool Springs and stayed at the Anza RV park for a couple of days. He could have met up with a camp host named Earl, who was known for being friendly towards hikers, and might have given Chris a ride to the Chickawa Valley Road to continue his hike. Unfortunately, Earl has since passed away, so this theory remains unconfirmed. Chris's mother, Nancy Sylvia, believes that foul play could be involved in her son's disappearance. All 5 of her children are experienced hikers, and she finds it highly unusual that Chris will go hiking alone and leave his gear behind. Min Kim, Chris's roommate, said all we can really do is hope he's okay and try to remember as many positive moments as we can with him. Despite the years that have passed, Chris's loved ones still search for answers and hope to someday learn the truth behind his disappearance. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Christopher, Chris, Stevens, Sylvia, please contact the San Diego Sheriff's Department at 858-565-5200. Your help could provide much-needed closure for Chris's family and friends, who continue to hold on to hope that they will find out what happened to him. As we reflect on the puzzling nature of Chris's case, it's crucial to remember the importance of staying safe and prepared while embarking on outdoor adventures. Even experienced hikers like Chris can encounter unexpected situations, and it's vital to have a plan in place for communication, supplies, and emergencies. The mysterious disappearance of Chris Sylvia remains an unsolved case, leaving many unanswered questions. Theories have been proposed, but no concrete evidence has emerged to explain what happened to Chris on that fateful hike. His loved ones are left with memories and an unwavering determination to uncover the truth. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us continue to investigate and share the stories of missing persons. Until next time, stay safe on the trails and never stop searching for the truth.